Welcome to the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, where we have more of a personal message of Isaiah, almost biographical information. Shim'u iyim elai, listen to me, the people who dwell in the foreign islands. V'hakshivu le'umi merachok, listen, nations living far away. Hashem mi beten kra'ani, God has summoned me from the time I was in my mother's womb. Mime'ei imi hizkir shmi, from the time I was in my mother's stomach, God has called my name. Vayasem pi kecherev chada, he put my mouth like a sharp sword. Betzel yado hichbiani, he sheltered me in the shade of his palm, so that people cannot harm me when they hear the prophecy that they don't like. Vayasimeni lechetz barur ashpato histirani, God has made me into a sharp arrow, and he hid me at the same time in the case of arrows that he has. Pasuk Gimel, Vayomer li avdi ata, God said to me, I am your servant. Yisrael asher becha et pa'ar, you are Israel, you are like any other member of the nation of Israel, and I am as proud of you as I am proud of all of them. So it's a compliment to Isaiah, but it's also a compliment to the people of Israel. Va'ani amarti larik yagati, Isaiah is like, wait a minute, I've been chosen, but I never really got my message across. They wouldn't listen to my message. Dani amarti larik yagati, I said, okay, all that work for nothing? Letohu vehevel kochi kileti, I just put out my energy for absolutely nothing, for meaninglessness. Achen mishpati et Hashem, indeed my sentence, indeed my reward is with Hashem upeulati et Elokai, and what I've done is considered before my God, meaning to say that even though nobody listened to what I have to say, nonetheless, God has registered the work that I have done. Pasuk Hey, Ve'ata amar Hashem yotzri mi beten, now God who created me from my mother's wounds has said, my mother's womb has said, mi beten, Ve'ata amar Hashem yotzri mi beten le'eved lo, now Hashem, who created me from my mother's womb to be his slave, his servant, Leshovev Yaakov elav, to bring Jacob back to him, V'Yisrael lo yasef, and to bring the people of Israel back to him, Ve'ekaved be'einei Hashem, I am considered honored in the eyes of Hashem, Ve'elokai hayauzi, and God is my strength. So even though my message may have not been read, my message may not have been understood, my message has not transformed people, nonetheless, my work is registered with God. And you are still thinking, okay, why did I still put in all this work? Hashem says to me, Vayomer, nakel mihiyotcha li eved, is it nothing to you to be a servant of God? Lehakim et shivtei Yaakov unetzurei Yisrael, to try and revive, bring up the tribes of Jacob and the besieged ones of Israel. Lehashiv, unetzurei Yisrael lehashiv, and to return the besieged ones of Israel. Unetaticha leor goyim, I have made you to a light onto the nations. Lihiyot yeshuati ad k'tzeh haaretz, to be my salvation until the ends of the land. Ko amar Hashem goel Yisrael kedosho, so has Hashem said, so as Hashem, the Redeemer of Israel, said, the Holy Redeemer of Israel said, Livzo nefesh lemetaev goy, to you, Isaiah, who is sometimes a despised soul, to the one who is held in contempt by a nation. Le'eved moshlim, you are going to go and you're going to be a faithful servant of those who rule. Melachim yiru v'kamu, the kings are going to see you and rise up. Sarim v'yishtachavu, ministers are going to bow down. Leman Hashem asher ne'eman, so for the sake of Hashem, who is faithful, Kedosh Yisrael ve'ivchareka, the God of the chosen one is going to choose you. Meaning to say again, you, Isaiah, may not have the most effective job. You may not be succeeding. Nonetheless, even though you're despised by everyone, nonetheless, the rulers and the ministers are going to respect you, and you are my servant of Hashem. We continue sort of with this special message of Hashem to him. Ko amar Hashem. Hashem said as follows: Be'et ratzon aniticha, in the time of a prayer, when you pray, I have answered your prayer. Uveyom Yeshua azarticha, and in day of salvation, I have helped you. Ve'etzarcha ve'etnecha, I will guide you, I will protect you and shelter you, and I will put you livrit am as a covenant of a nation, lehakim eretz to establish the land, lehanchil nechalot shomemot to give over the completely desolated parts of the land. So I will take you and you will preserve my covenant with the people of Israel, and you will help bring up completely desolate parts of the land of Israel, meaning you are the one who's going to advise and speak about the upcoming of the redemption. Le'emor lasurim tzeu, you will tell the ones in exile, the Jews who are in exile, leave exile. Le'asher b'choshech higalu, to the ones who are in the darkness of exile, reveal yourself. Al drachim yir'u, they will go and be on different roads they're going to graze. Uvechol shfaim mar'itam, and in all different high places they are grazing, meaning to say you are not only the prophet of destruction, but you're also the prophet of redemption, of the Jews coming back from exile and grazing in the times of in good times. Pasuk Yud, lo yiravu velo yitzmau, they will not be hungry nor will they be thirsty. Velo yakem sharav, heat will not strike them. Velo yakem sharav v'shemesh, heat or sun will not strike them. Ki merachamam yenahagem, because the one who loves them and has mercy for them, he will guide them and lead them. And on streams of water, on natural sources of water, he will lead them on. Pasuk Yud Aleph, V'samti kol harai laderech, I will make all my mountains into a pathway, umesilotai yerumun, and the places in the deep valleys that are not easy to access will be raised all in this path of redemption. Hine eile merachok yavo, look at these, they're coming from far away. Ve'hine eile mitzafon, those from the north, umiyam, and from the west. Ve'eile me'eretz sinim, and those from the south. Pasuk Yud Gimel, Ranu shamayim vegili eretz, rejoice sky and land, ufitzchu harim rina, and let the mountains open up in joy, ki nicham Hashem amo v'aniyav yirachem, because Hashem has comforted his people and his poor ones he will have compassion for. The next pasuk, Pasuk Yud Daled, is going to be very familiar if you listen to the Haftorah in the summer, because it is the Haftorah in one of the summer months. Very, very famous. After Tisha B'Av, we read this. Vatomer Tzion azavani Hashem v'Hashem shchechani. Zion says, God has forsaken me. God has left me alone. I'm no longer with, Hashem is no longer with me. And God responds to that. Hatishkach isha ula. Do you think God will forget do you think a woman is able to forget the baby that it carried? Merachem ben bitna. Do you think a woman can forget to have mercy for the child that was born from her womb? Gam eile tishkachna. Even if that's possible for a woman to forget the one who's born from her womb, v'anochi lo eshkachech, I will not forget you. Hen al kapayim koticha, I have carved your name on my hand. It's a way of God saying, I will always remember you. Chomotaich negdi tamid. Your walls are always in front of my eyes, meaning I'm always looking to rebuild Jerusalem. Miharubanayich, your sons are quickly coming back to you. And here is a pasuk that is often read in a homiletical way, but it's not necessarily agreed on everyone. Meharsayich umachrivayich memech yetzeu. In the good times, when there's a redemption, those who destroy you are going to leave your midst. So the destroyers are going to leave your midst. So that's a good prophecy. But there are many people who use this as sort of a homiletical reference to people who come from amidst the Jewish people and inflict destruction on the Jewish people, like we saw in the burning of the Talmud in the Dark Ages in Europe, where people who Pablo Cristiani and others, people who dwell among the Jewish people who are members of the Jewish faith and then end up bringing destruction on the Jewish faith. So those who destroy you are going to come out of you, but not in a good way, are going to emerge from you. But either way, the simple reading here is actually that those who are wicked are going to leave you, and that's a good thing. Pasuk Yud Gimel, Se'i saviv einayich ure'i, raise your eyes up and look around. Kulam nikbetzu ba'olach, everyone has gathered and come to you. Chai ani neum Hashem, I am alive, says God. Ki chulam ka'adi tilbashi, you will all wear your children. You will wear all of your children like a crown. Kulam kaditi albashi tikashrim kakala, and you will tie them on you like a bride ties her decorations, her jewelry. Ki chorvotaich v'shomemutaich ve'eretz harisuteich, because the destroyed parts of your land and the desolate parts of your land and the decimated parts of your land. But now, guess what? No destruction. Now there's not enough space because there are too many people living. And those who destroy you will go far away. It's hard not to think now of Jerusalem today, where there's just not enough space when people want to move there. And it's a beautiful thing because it shows so many Jews have returned to Jerusalem. And that's the next part. Pasuk Kaf. Soon you'll hear in your ears the children that you mourned as lost ones saying, Tsar li hamakom, it's too narrow, there's not enough space for me. Gishali ve'esheva, come here and let me sit. V'amart bilvavech, and you in your heart, when you see these children suddenly fighting over space, you will say, Mi alad li ele, who has given birth to these? Mi alad li et ele, v'ani shchula v'galmuda. I am completely alone and barren. Gola v'sura, I have endured exile, I've been removed from my place. Ve'ele migidel, who even raised these children? Henani nisharti levadi, I have remained alone. Ele efohem, these ones, where are they? Here's a very beautiful, very famous pasuk. Ko amar Hashem Elokim, so said God. Hine esa el goyim yadi, I will raise my hand to the nations, ve'el amim arim nisi, and I will raise to the nations my flag. Ve'heviu banaich bechotzen, they will bring your sons with great honor. Ubnotaich al katef tinasena, and your daughters will be carried on shoulder. So God is saying that they're going to bring back everyone back to Israel. Ve'hayu melachim omnaich, and you'll see that kings are the ones who raise your children. V'sarotehem menikotaich, and princesses, queens, dignified women are going to be the nurses who take care of your children. Apaim eretz ishtachavulach, they will bow down to the ground to you. Ve'afar raglaich yelachechu, they will lick. This is a metaphor. They will lick the dust on your legs. Ve'yadat ki ani Hashem, and you will know that I am Hashem. Asher lo yevoshu kovai, that those who hope for me see no shame. Pasuk Yud Chet. Pasuk Chaf Daled. Hayukach migibor malkoach, can you take from a hero the spoils of war that he got? Ve'im shvi tzadik imalet. Is it possible that a captivity that was taken by the righteous one is going to run away? Rashi says, do you think you can take from Esau, what he got, and do you think you can take away from him that he took Jacob? But the answer is that Hashem could. Pasuk Chafei. Ki ko amar Hashem, so said Hashem. Gam shvi gibor yukach, a captivity of a hero will be taken. Umalkoach aritzi malit, and what is taken from a oppressor is going to run away. V'ani rivech anochi ariv, I will fight against your enemy. Ve'et banayich ani Yoshia, and I will save your sons. Ve'ha'achalti et monaich et besaram, I will let the torturers that came to you, I will feed the animals, the flesh of your torturers, the che'asis damam, and like wine, their blood, yishkarun, will be drunk to drunkenness. Ve'aduk al basar ki ani Hashem moshiech, and everyone's going to know that I am God who saves you. Ve'goalech abir Yaakov, and the one who redeems you, the valiant hero of Jacob. That is pasuk memtet, very beautiful, very very beautiful pasuk, and also very very famous haftorah. Vatomer Tzion azavani Hashem. Hashem has said to me that I have been forsaken. That has been Perek Memtet. Stay tuned for Perek Nun Aleph. Beautiful stuff coming up.